My girlfriend chose my best friend until karma chose me. Sometimes, the people you trust the most are the ones who hurt you the deepest. Ethan and Liam were childhood friends, inseparable, like brothers. But one dinner, one smile, and one moment of betrayal changed everything. This is a story about friendship, love, betrayal, and how life always gives back what you truly deserve. So before we dive in, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more emotional and heart-touching stories every week. Ethan and Liam grew up together in a small neighborhood. They played football in the same muddy streets, shared lunch boxes at school, and even dreamed of starting a business together one day. Ethan was the quiet, thoughtful one, always smiling, always helping others. He didn't have much money, but his heart was rich with kindness. Liam, on the other hand, came from a wealthy family. He was charming, confident, and had that natural glow that drew people in. Despite their differences, they were like two halves of the same soul. When one succeeded, the other celebrated. When one failed, the other lifted him up. After college, life took different turns. Liam inherited his father's company, while Ethan worked hard at a small design studio, earning just enough to live decently. But Ethan was happy, because he had found someone special. Sophie, a sweet, down-to-earth girl who loved his simplicity. Liam, though busy, was proud of his best friend's new relationship. "I'm so happy for you, man," he told Ethan one night over coffee. "You finally found someone who loves you for who you are." Ethan smiled. "Yeah, she's amazing. You should meet her sometime." Little did he know, that meeting would change everything. It was a Friday evening when Ethan invited Liam and Sophie to dinner. He wanted to introduce the two most important people in his life. They met at a cozy restaurant downtown. The warm lights, soft music, and laughter made everything feel perfect. When Sophie walked in, Liam froze. She was beautiful, graceful, confident, with a smile that could light up the whole room. And when she saw Liam, she noticed something too. His designer suit, his expensive watch, his calm aura. It was everything Ethan didn't have. As they sat and talked, Ethan didn't notice the subtle glances Sophie threw at Liam. He was too busy laughing, telling stories from their childhood, showing how deep their bond ran. Liam was polite, but distant. Inside, he felt a strange spark, a forbidden attraction he tried to ignore. After dinner, Sophie couldn't stop thinking about Liam. That night, she texted him under the pretense of thanking him for the dinner. "It was nice meeting you," she wrote. Liam replied casually at first, but as days went by, their chats grew longer. Ethan, unaware of the silent betrayal forming behind his back, was just happy that his girlfriend and best friend were getting along. He had no idea that his heart was walking straight into a storm. Weeks passed, and Ethan started noticing small changes. Sophie became distant. She often made excuses: late work, tiredness, or no mood to talk. One evening, when Ethan called, Sophie didn't pick up. He thought she might be busy, so he decided to surprise her at her apartment with her favorite flowers. But when he arrived, her car wasn't there. Something felt off. Later that night, Ethan called Liam for advice, hoping to talk about his worries. But Liam didn't pick up either. That was the first time Ethan felt a strange ache in his chest, an ache called suspicion. A week later, Ethan accidentally saw a message on Sophie's phone when she left it on the table. "I can't wait to see you again tonight, Liam." Ethan's world shattered. His best friend, his girlfriend, both lying to him. He didn't confront them immediately. Instead, he stayed silent, pretending everything was fine. He needed to see it for himself. A few days later, he followed Sophie's car, and what he saw tore his soul apart. There they were, sitting in Liam's car, laughing, holding hands, kissing softly under the city lights. Ethan felt his knees weaken, his eyes filled with tears. He didn't scream, he didn't fight, he just walked away quietly. Because sometimes silence screams louder than words. That night, He cried harder than ever before. Not just for losing Sophie, but for losing Liam too. For weeks, Ethan disappeared. He quit his job, changed his number, and moved to another city. Everyone thought he was broken beyond repair, but what they didn't know was that Ethan was rebuilding himself. Pain became his teacher. Heartbreak became his fuel. He worked tirelessly, designing, learning, growing. He started freelancing for big companies, and soon his work caught the attention of investors. Within a year, Ethan opened his own design firm. His talent spoke louder than his pain. Meanwhile, Liam's life wasn't as shiny as it seemed. Sophie, who once adored his wealth, soon realized that love built on greed can't last. Liam became distant and cold. He knew he had betrayed his best friend, and guilt haunted him every day. Their relationship turned toxic. Arguments replaced affection. Lies replaced laughter. Within months, they broke up. Sophie left him for someone even richer, leaving Liam alone and empty. One evening, Liam saw a billboard downtown. It was for Ethan's new design company. The tagline read, "Built on truth, not betrayal." Liam stood frozen, tears welling in his eyes. He realized what he had lost. Not just a friend, but a brother who would have given him the world. 2 years later, at a charity event, Ethan stood on stage as the guest of honor. His company had become one of the top creative agencies in the city. People admired his resilience, his kindness, and his success. As he finished his speech, he noticed someone standing in the crowd. It was Liam. His eyes were filled with regret and apology. After the event, Liam approached him quietly. "Ethan, I don't deserve to say anything, but I'm sorry. I lost everything because I lost you." Ethan looked at him for a long moment. The pain was still there, but it didn't control him anymore. He smiled softly. "Liam, I forgave you a long time ago, not for you, but for my peace." Liam broke down, tears streaming. "You're a better man than I'll ever be." Ethan placed a hand on his shoulder. "We all make mistakes. Just don't let them define who you become." As Liam walked away, a gentle peace settled in Ethan's heart. Forgiveness didn't mean forgetting, it meant freeing himself from the chains of the past. Months later, Ethan met someone new, a woman named Clara, who loved him not for what he had, but for who he was. She stood by him, encouraged him, and together they built a life filled with love and respect. Ethan learned that true love doesn't come from beauty or money. It comes from honesty, loyalty, and kindness. And as he looked at Clara one evening, he smiled and whispered to himself, "Some endings are just new beginnings in disguise." Never measure your worth by someone's betrayal. If they left you, they cleared the way for something better. Loyalty may not shine like gold, but it's what truly makes a person priceless.